cold today. Very cold today. So good morning, you guys. Welcome to today's video. It's currently Wednesday morning. It's very cold. It's like 38 right now. We're currently driving the VR6 T-Wagon. Of course, got to put a lot of miles on the new clutch. We're currently at about 15 or so miles, so barely into the braking period, but the car's driving very well. The pedal feels good, the engagement feels good, so all's well so far. I gotta say though, driving this car right now is brutal because you have a VR6 turbo under your foot and you want to just send it, but you can't. You gotta be responsible, gotta stay out of boost, gotta brake it in properly. I want to just send it, I do, but I guess I won't do that. Man, going through my favorite little underpass spot and I can't even rip it. Oh, it's brutal. It'll all be worth it though. It'll be worth it, but man, that sucked. So like I said, today is currently Wednesday and my VR5 clutch is scheduled to be delivered today. So fingers crossed it actually shows up and we can get it knocked down, and then we are one step closer to putting the VR5 into the Savoy. Okay, so it is a little after 5 right now. I got an email saying they tried to deliver my clutch, but the delivery attempt failed for whatever reason. I'm not sure, because I had it shipped to my APO on base versus just to the house, because I didn't want the clutch to be delivered to someone random and have some issue with it, so I thought base would be safer. But now they're having some sort of delivery attempt failure, which I'm not sure why that would be, because they said they could ship to APO. So I don't know. I have an email here, so it still says it's out for delivery right now, but I have the email saying delivery attempt failure. So I need to try and call or email and see what's going on, because I want my clutch. Okay, so home now. I'm still not sure what's happening with my clutch, but I got this in the mail today, which is a notice from DHL. Again, they drop off our packages at just random places, but that I believe is the box from Carlicious parts. So gotta run to the post office real quick. They don't close for another 30 minutes. Pick up that package and come back home, and then we'll try and sort out where my clutch is possibly at. Actually, I guess in a way this is kind of good, because now I get to drive the car some more, put some more engagement on the clutch, and this is a lot of in-town stop and go kind of traffic, so a lot of off and on the clutch, so I guess this is okay. Okay, so apparently they dropped this at my house today, but I can't pick up the package until tomorrow after 10, which makes absolutely no sense. Like, you literally came to my house, could have dropped off my package at my house, but took it somewhere else, and now I can have it tomorrow. The postal system in Germany makes me so frustrated. It just makes like no sense. Like, we've had packages from Amazon that are addressed to our house, and then they put another like shipping like label on top of our address, and it sends it to somewhere else in our town. It just makes no sense. So we'll have this tomorrow, hopefully. Don't know where my clutch is at. I think my stuff from AutoDoc should be here tomorrow as well. That's all the stuff for the subframe for the VR5. So I don't have much to do today, so I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, first stop of the day, we are back at the post office, and they better give me my box. After 10, I follow all the rules. Just give me my package. Great success. Package has been acquired. All right, so this isn't the usual unboxing spot, and it's also not my usual unboxing tool, but I'm gonna open this now, so we got to make it work. This is a package from Christian over at Carlicious Tuning. Funny enough, we have the same name, but we've been talking a little bit, and he was he's one of the only people who's like doing like VR5 custom parts, and this is something that he said he wanted to send out. Oh baby, let's open this thing up. I'm excited for this thing. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. All the packaging. All the packaging. Ooh, I can see it. Oh, it's so shiny. Oh my goodness, look how beautiful that is. So this is his lightweight VR5 crank pulley, and this thing is quite light. How nice that is. So he runs one of these on his 600 horsepower 10 valve VR5, and he's working on building a 700 horsepower 20 valve VR5, but that piece looks awesome. So again, shout out to Christian of our Carlicious Tuning, because this piece is sick. So aside from the crank pulley, which again, this piece is so beautifully done. I love it. I'm also working with Christian to hopefully do a silicone hose set for my VR5. Now he does offer a 10 valve VR5 silicone hose set, but the 10 valve and 20 valve are very different in how the hoses are actually laid out. Now he does offer a 24 valve VR6 silicone hose set, which is very similar to a 20 valve. So I'm gonna look at Casey's car and make sure the hoses are kind of the same as my factory VR5 hoses, and they are. We'll do the 24 valve kit for the VR5. And also he makes supercharger kits for the VR5. So like I said before, my goal for that car has always been to do a supercharged VR5 in the Savoy, and he makes the kit. So hopefully down the road, we can do one of his kits on the Savoy, and it's gonna be so sick. So we're back home now, and sadly, I still do not have the clutch for my VR5, or do I know where it's at? I emailed back the email to the email that I got, no reply yet. And it went from being out for delivery to back to in transit to now back to out for delivery. And it has all these weird delivery attempts at like 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 1 in the morning. So I don't know where it's at. Haven't heard back yet. So I just really hope they don't send it back to the States, because that would really suck. But on the right side, I have a box from Autodoc right down there, which would be the rest of the pieces to finish the subframe. So we'll go ahead and put that in the car today. And also, I didn't show you guys these yet, but these are the finished knuckles for the Savoy. So new hub, new wheel bearings pressed in, and obviously all the black paint. So these came out very, very nice. So like I showed you guys last time, I ordered the wrong shaped steering rack bushing. It was supposed to be like this one. So I got a few of those coming, and I also ordered the wrong size inner tie rod boot. This is the large and large, where I needed the large and the small on this side. So we have the new ones right here. You can see much smaller on that side, and then the same for the inside, which I got one for this car and some for Miley as well. And then this is our new steering rack bushing, which is the correct one, which is good. I have a new coolant reservoir in there, and then I don't know what these are. I forgot. I don't know. We'll just see. All right, so here are the rest of the parts that I got. Another steering rack bushing for Miley. I don't know why they do one in a bag and then one in a box. It kind of just, it's the same thing. I don't know why they do that. Also got a set of these, the little eyelet piece for the sway bar. I didn't like how these ones were kind of rusty, and I didn't get to replace the bottom bushings. So these ones came with new lower bushings, and I'll swap out this top bushing for the larger H&R one, and then so it was in nice and new and no rust. So that's good to go. And then finally, we have a new coolant reservoir, because I'm keeping the stock placement, so I wanted a nice new one, because over time they turn out like this and turn super yellow and gross. So a nice fresh one will look really good sitting right there in the engine bay. All right, so steering rack bushing is now in. That's solid and good to go. Next, we'll do these pieces here. In all honesty, I really should have waited before I pressed these bushings into these ones, because I knew I wanted to replace those with nice new ones, but then, I don't know, I wasn't paying attention, and I just kind of wanted it done. So we'll have to pull this bushing back out real quick and then press it into these ones, which isn't hard to do, but I should have waited. So if we look over here, this one has a little bit of rust towards the bottom, but this one over here is actually the bad one. And why I want to replace these things, look at this thing. Look how tiny that is. Like, all of this is like kind of rusted out. So with the sway bar having a lot of force on it and going up and down a bunch, I didn't want to put all that like pressure on just this little piece and have it snap. It's supposed to look like that, and it's like half the size. So I just went ahead and replaced them. And again, the bushings were pretty bad, but these were gonna replace anyways, but I decided just to do the entire thing and call it a day. All right, here we go. We'll try this. Please go on there. Get on there. That is what I thought. I cannot stand when I have to fight with something that should not be fought with. Things that like, oh, this should take 2 seconds to do, and it takes you 30 minutes because of something just completely dumb. That was this. So, fair warning, if you order new sway bar end links from this brand, they look beautiful. They work, I mean, now it works fine, but they're just a little bit different than factory. So they're the exact same length, but the difference is on the factory one, this little plate right here that holds the top bushing is fixed to the eyelet piece, where on the new ones, you can't see now, but the new ones, it has 2 plates, top and bottom, and both plates can be removed. So what happens is, like I had this one for example, this one will be like right there. So they're the exact same length, but the bushing on the new ones mounts a little bit lower, meaning I have less threads coming through here. So, oh, it is a nightmare to get with brand new bushings and less threads. It's a nightmare to try and get that top nut to thread on. But I had to use the jack, I had to stand on the control arm and press it down. We finally got it. Took a while, a lot of words back and forth, but we finally got it. But yeah, just fair warning, if you buy these end links for your sway bar, just know it's a bit of a pain to actually get them to mount up. And I still have one more to do. Oh man. Okay, now that all of the great fun is done, last thing to do is put the tire assemblies and the new boots onto the steering rack, and then at that point the entire subframe is assembled and ready to go back in the car. So we've got the whole tie rod assembly on. What I'm gonna do now is pull off the outer tie rod, slide the boot over, secure it on this side, and then spin this back on. And I'll just measure it to the one that we pulled off the car, the old one. That way when we drive the car, it's semi-close. Always still need an alignment, but to get it as close as possible, that'll be okay for right now. So, fun fact that I just learned, the steering rack bushing here is not universal. The little gap right there where my thumb is needs to be on the back side of the steering rack. There's a little pipe right here, you can see, that goes into the bottom of each boot on this side and one on that side, and it keeps the boot from spinning, I think. But the hole on the bushing here needs to be on the back side because the hole in this solid bushing over here is also on the back side. So I had to pull this off real quick, flip the bushing around, and now we're good to go. But just so you know, bushing hole, the hole for the little bar here, goes on the back side. There we go, we're learning. You can see the bar right here that goes across and then comes out right down over there, which will go into the other steering boot on that side. And then for this steering boot, obviously it pops over this inner like ring right here, and then there's a little notch on the inner tie rod itself that you kind of just boot this up to like so, and then clamp, and then this side is done. Not gonna lie, it was a little bit annoying at times rebuilding this entire front end, but I'm so glad I did it because now it looks absolutely amazing. And the biggest thing, the car is gonna drive so much better now that literally everything in the front end, including the suspension, is brand new. All right, now the fun part begins of actually putting all of this back in the car, getting it to line up. Hopefully it goes smoothly. Wish me luck.
Doing it right. Everybody will be dancing and we're doing it right. Everybody will be dancing and be doing it right. Everybody will be dancing and we're feeling alright. Everybody will be doing it right. Everybody will be dancing and we're doing it right. Everybody will be dancing, doing it right. Everybody will be dancing and we're feeling alright. Everybody will be.
Yo, little by little, boys, we are making progress little by little. Our subframe refresh is officially done and back in the car. I'm so glad I took the time to do that. It looks so much better. Like I say, to have this sitting in there and then look down and see like a crusty subframe, I just couldn't have it. Look at that, the knuckles, the hubs, the beautiful SD coilovers. Everything looks so good. I gotta say, I'm really proud of how far this car has come from sitting in a junkyard last year, well, to now sitting in my barn. But hey, soon, very soon, she will see the road again. So at this point, suspension is done on the car. The entire front subframe section is done. The engine just about done, minus the clutch, which again, I have no idea where it's at, but this is pretty much done. The next order I'll be making will be for brakes front and rear, pads front and rear, and also the wheel bearings. And then I'm gonna do a new brake master cylinder with the new reservoir on top. I'm gonna end it off here. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I have no idea where my clutch is at, and it's getting very concerning. And I'm worried they're gonna send my clutch back to the States, and I'm gonna cause a scene. I'm gonna cause a massive scene because I've reached out. I've got no response from anybody. I don't know what's going on, so I just want my clutch. 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 Hope you guys enjoyed. Do not forget, be thankful for every single day. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Hey, I was doing